Chapter 4 Climate. So in this chapter, we will read about the weather condition of a country. So you will always hear these two words, climate and weather. Usually these two words are used in the same context, but the meanings are slightly different. So in simple terms, weather is momentary. For example, how's the weather this morning? What is the weather in the evening? Did it rain last night? Or is it going to be warm tomorrow? So these examples are in context to knowing a weather. Now climate is the sum total of weather. What I mean by that is, for example, how is the weather of so and so hill station during January, February or March month? So you see, I'm referring to a longer duration of time. So a climate of a particular place has not been formed in a 1, 2 or 3 days basis. It has been formed over a longer period of time, and that's how people clearly refer to it, saying that hill stations are good during so and so month, or the right time to go to Goa is so and so month. So I hope you got the differentiation between climate and weather. Now, what are the elements that decide the weather and a climate of a particular place? They are temperature, atmospheric pressure, wind humidity and precipitation. So do remember these four things. It can come as an MCQ in some exam. So India has a climate that is of monsoon type, meaning rainfall. And we know that India is also an agrarian country, which means agricultural country. So a good agriculture has a direct relation with monsoon climate. So now you can easily understand why India has a monsoon climate. So don't forget the relation. So usually this type of climate is found in South and Southeast Asia. That is the advantage as well as a disadvantage staying next to the oceans and sea. So advantage being good for agriculture, and disadvantage is because of floods, tsunamis and other water disasters. So remember the four elements that we read about, which determines the weather and climatic condition of a country, not just a country or a place too, for that matter. So let us briefly talk about these two elements called the temperature and precipitation. And the meaning of precipitation is rainfall only, but not just rainfall, even snowfall comes under this. So anything like drizzle, rain, snow, so all of this collectively falls under precipitation. Now, needless to say that climatic and weather condition of a particular place varies, and it also varies from season to season as well. And one good example could be in terms of Rajasthan and Jammu and Kashmir. Rajasthan boils sometimes, taking it to 50 degrees Celsius at some parts. Whereas we know there is snow in Jammu and Kashmir, and sometimes the temperature can hover up to 20 degrees Celsius. And then we have the coastal sides such as Thiruvananthapuram, where it can be extreme humid. And on the other hand, at night we have places called Dras, that is again in Jammu and Kashmir, that can go as low as minus 45 degrees Celsius. So these are good examples in testifying the fact that weather and climate changes from place to place and season to season. You need to understand the precipitation element a bit. Remember, as I said, that snowfall and rainfall both comes under precipitation, and I say that because in the upper parts of Himalaya you will mostly find snowfall. Of course it rains as well, but it's very less. On the other hand, the rest of the country receives rainfall. You'll not find snowfall in any other region of our country, and we have a solid annual range of rainfall from 10 centimeter to 400 centimeter. You should definitely look at this map and memorize few locations such as Meghalaya, Ladakh and Western Rajasthan, because these are some prime places where either the rainfall or the precipitation is extremely low or high. And then we also have the coastal region, which are absolutely nearer to the sea. Now always remember this factual thing about coastal areas. There you will experience less seasonal rhythm of temperature. The meaning of seasonal rhythm is we have a 4 weather system, right? Summer, winter, autumn and monsoon. And pretty much the entire year is divided into 4 quarters in 3 months each. I mean, what used to be, now it has dramatically changed because of climate change. So what I'm trying to say is that if you live in the interior of the country, that is far away from coastal or sea, you will actually get to witness what is winter season, what is summer season, what is monsoon. But if you're in the coastal region, you will be constantly facing the wind from the sea. So the seasonal rhythm experience is very less. Either it will be extremely humidity, or it will be extreme rainfall. Because the sea is right there in front of you. It will not go anywhere. And due to these variations, it has given rise to variety in lives of people in terms of the food they eat, the clothes they wear, and the kind of houses they live in.